I don't know how long the mic's been on, but it's awesome. What's up, guys? We are here. We haven't had to shut anything down or rearrange anything. The power hasn't gone out. We haven't had a bad internet connection yet. And we're 8 seconds in.
So far, so good.
Miracle of miracles. Now we're going to get where we can see your comments. If I was a professional, like Ian K, I'd have this set up right now. But I'm not.
Oh, why don't you turn the sound off in advance?
No, because, you know, it's not one of our videos unless we hear our voice echoing. All right. Let's go. Let's see what we see. All right, friends, we're about to see your comments. It's good to see you guys out there. I'm always surprised when people show up this late on a Sunday. If anytime we have like more than 5 people show up this late on a Sunday, I am pleased. Let's see, Rye's here. What's up, Rye? We're a little bit tardy, but, you know, at least we didn't have to stop and start a few times. Hello, Frankie. Hello, Brian.
LeVar, he's here.
Oh, he's way down there. LeVar Balls is on point always. What's up, Drake? Good to see you out of the wheelchair. Claire Hackett, good morning. Ireland, you know.
Ireland.
Elizabeth, good to see you. Andrew Exxon, Tuna Smoothie. You don't have to do this, Greg. It's not worth it. We may not do it. Got to get through the 1 and 7. I was kind of at a loss for what we could do. We've done those boxes, and I'm the first one to say, like, the box last week I felt was a real bust, and that was a contributing factor to us going 4 hours, as I was so disappointed by that box. No box this week, no 4 hours this week. Feels like you guys were dead. Is that because we've been quiet this week, Tyler? It has been a quiet week. Howdy, Joseph Anderson. Last stream was great. Thank you, LeVar Balls. You are quickly becoming his favorite commenter, LeVar. Malachi Heart. Did I say Malachi correct? Sometimes when we look away, this sounds like a humble brag or just garbage, but sometimes when we look away, like the comments will skip. Sometimes you'll see me go back. I don't mean to miss people, but if I speak for more than like 30 seconds, sometimes the comments go by. So, Malachi Heart. I've said it twice now. If I'm saying it wrong, put it phonetically and I'll try to catch up. You're really missing out with BCS. We're not. You know why we're not missing out?
What's BCS?
Better Call Saul, fool.
Oh.
Not the football thing at the end of the year. Not the bowl championship series, which you didn't know what that one was either.
You know what that is either.
It has ended. I told you the other day. You and I can literally now sit down and watch the whole thing.
We can.
Which I wish to God I could do with Twin Peaks. It drives me crazy. Drip, drip, drip once a week. So, today, tonight, tomorrow, we're going to watch some Twin Peaks. No. Are we going to watch some Better Call Saul?
No.
No?
Yeah, of course.
I've waited on you, dude. I may have to go without you. And there's people out there waiting on us to make a video on it. So
Really?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Chow Pong with a callback. You guys like dicks. Thanks, Chow. Thank you very much. One of our favorite comments ever. You know, we've just been saying hello now for like 3 minutes. We haven't done a damn thing.
See, it's nice when we have the box, because then we can, oh, well, we're going to do this now.
The box.
Now we're just kind of sitting here.
We've brought something to review. I like, even if it's, when we do these things, if we're not doing a box in between the 1 and 7, I like to have something to review that we would never review, you know, on a video. Like the NBA player Malachi. Did I get it that time? Malachi Richardson? I'm calling him Malachi. Jesus.
It looked like Malachi. I don't blame you.
You know, though, I'm really good with names usually. I just wasn't thinking Malachi. Review the cat's litter box.
Malachi.
The cat's litter box is about, what, 20 feet away?
It is.
For some reason, we have stationed our little station way too close to that litter box. The 1 and 7 today, before I lose track and we go, you know, it's an hour and we haven't done it.
Yes.
The 1 and 7 today, we're going to take tuna. We're going to take milk, and perhaps, there's the word milk.
Oh, people don't like that?
Perhaps syrup or some other ingredients. We're going to put it in the blender, but what's going to make it really super gross is we're going to make it a smoothie, so we're going to include ice.
That's if they get the
They get the 1 and 7. So you guys be thinking of some weird stuff we may have sitting around the house that we could throw into the smoothie to make a milk and tuna smoothie worse, and we'll get to it. Here in about 3 to 5 minutes, we'll start the countdown for the first 1 and 7. And I say we let LeVar Balls guess it this week.
All right.
We've already got 13 likes. We've already got 1 dislike. God bless that guy.
God bless him. It's Malachi. That's
Malachi. We got 47 people watching, so let's make it super doable. 27 likes, we'll do the first 1 and 7 on the tuna smoothie. 27 likes. Do you even know what we're reviewing?
I saw it earlier.
It is cheesecake fudge stripes from Keebler.
All right.
I told you, we review shit here that we're not going to give real time to, and we're not going to use it as part of the advertising for the video either. It's in the video as extra value.
Right on.
That's what you call it. That's a wrestling term. It's extra value. You buy the pay-per-view to see Randy Orton versus John Cena, but then they throw a cage match on it at the end.
Oh, cool.
That's added value.
Right
We're 4 away. Come on in here. Megan is walking through. You guys remember Megan from a couple weeks ago? I'll tell you guys a quick Megan story because it's funny.
Oh,
You guys know we live in the South and we get tornadoes and horrible weather constantly. The power's constantly going out. She went on vacation last week. Where'd you go? Dolphin Island? Alabama. She leaves here to get away from all of that. And then what happened to you? You got caught in a tropical
cyclone.
She got caught in a tropical cyclone. So she went on vacation to get the weather that wasn't here that just went to her. Good work. Tropical cyclone. I didn't even know that was a thing. That sounds made up.
Sounds cool.
I've heard of like
a band
tropical, I don't know.
Sounds like a drink.
So is a tropical cyclone not quite a hurricane? I bet you Ryan the Stunner will tell us what a tropical cyclone is.
Ryan the Stunner?
Yeah, Ryan the Stunner is like our resident guy that's on top of shit constantly. Review the cyclone. What grade do you give the cyclone?
Like a 3.
A 3 out of 100?
Yeah.
There you go. She gave it a 3. Did you watch Bellator MMA last night? You know what? I don't watch much MMA, but I'm going to tell you the first thing I'm going to do when we get done here is I'm going to go watch an MMA fight that is probably happening right now, and I love to make the mistake of telling people what's on other channels so they can leave us. But right about now, there is an MMA fight on Fox Sports 1 that I was on Facebook. Tropical cyclone is just another word for tropical storm. So yes, not quite a hurricane. I knew Rye would be on it. I was on Facebook and I saw this face-off between these two fighters. They were at this thing and this one dude said something about the guy's mama, and it was a total Mr. T moment. They got up and started having this big fight, you know, and so now I want to see the fight, and it's happening right now on MMA. It's a couple lightweight dudes too, so it's going to be bitch slapping.
Oh.
Yes, every lightweight UFC guy in the world could kick my ass, but it's still bitch fighting for lightweights. I just got to say it.
Why don't they do like a thing every once in a while where like a lightweight goes against a heavyweight? Like the best lightweight versus the worst heavyweight.
That's why he doesn't watch fighting, because the worst heavyweight would beat the best lightweight. It's just not fair.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Yeah, just...
Well, then I want to see someone get beat down.
It wouldn't even be fun because, like, the big guy only has to hit the little guy once, and it would be over. You're going to do the new prickly pear Starbucks Frappuccino. I couldn't even say all that shit. Let's try that again. You're going to do the new prickly pear Starbucks Frappuccino, and not unless we get a lot of popular demand. We weren't going to do the double chalupa, which is just makes my head hurt, but people were so enthused. I mean, really, every form of social media we had, people were like, are you doing the double chalupa? Are you doing it? Yeah, so we did it, but guess what? It was a chalupa, but bigger.
So it still tasted good.
Akshay Sa, can you guys love me? Click on my link. No, thank you. We do love you, but we'll love you from afar. You guys going to do the fire warheads? I've thought about it. I've thought about giving him one without really just any kind of... it is not cool, but I've done worse to you. Remember when I gave you the diuretic Pepsi?
Times.
Can't find them here. Might have to order them.
What are they? Are they like spicy warheads?
They're like god-awful hot, blow your face off.
Awesome.
You know, Andrew, you're right. I know that we got ripped off, and that's why we didn't just completely total it. He gave it an 88, and I gave it an 84. That was a rare exception where we kind of took it easy, because I've had a chalupa before, and I know it's good. But at the best, it's still a double chalupa. No matter how great it was, that's what it is. Oh, Tyler, no. Hey, you know, I forgot to look at the likes. Oh, we haven't got there yet. 27 likes.
3 away.
For the 1 and 7. Double tuna chalupa. You know, if it was spicy tuna, that may not be bad. Dab Q dab.
I'm not doing it.
Not even a micro?
Not even a micro dab.
We did give the dab up a while back.
It's never happening.
Watched your Diablo sauce challenge today. Paul, I don't even remember it.
Me either.
We make a lot of videos, and sometimes you got to give us more. You got to be like, that was the one where Q passed out on the table, and then we had to like use a sledgehammer to resuscitate him.
Oh, that one.
Sup, Brandon? The Diablo, was that the one from Sonic? One of those Sonic ones was the worst thing we've ever done heat-wise. Hotter than anything, remember?
Oh, God. I do remember. Oh, no.
If you guys haven't seen it, go back and look through, just type in like Mr. Happy 0121 Sonic Chicken Nuggets or whatever. There is one that literally took both our breath away. We were not prepared.
They were like boneless chicken wings, weren't
Yeah.
they? Yeah. They were
the habanero wings, I think you're right,
yeah.
Andrew. I think that was the one. If you want to watch him have a slow meltdown on camera and just lose like all composure, that was the video.
I think that's the second hottest thing I've ever eaten.
That's the hottest thing I've ever eaten from a fast food place. Now, it's like not even in the top 10 of hot things, but from a fast food standpoint, hottest thing ever. I saw someone I know. They go by so quick. We're going back up. Read some comments. Hello, Jesse. I rewound for that comment, Jesse. It was quality video content, though. I don't know about it. Don't know about it. There's 27. LeVar Balls. Are you there? Are you there? I look really small today.
Is that good?
I don't know. I just look like frail in this video. It's the angle. Trust me, I'm a big fat guy. Pineapple habanero. Rye is the guy. All right, don't guess the number yet, LeVar. I'm still going about my business. Okay. You got 2 minutes, LeVar. Guess the number. You guys know how this goes. Between 1 and 7. 1 and 7. Last week we were told that the guy picked several numbers, but we just went with the one we saw, so we gave it to him on the first hit. You be looking for LeVar's balls. What's up, Peter J? Peter J Food Reviews, only other Arkansas food reviewer. You know what?
What?
I think he got it.
No.
3 weeks in a row, you're going to tell me the 1 and 7 comes out first thing?
Oh,
3 weeks in a row. I used to be concerned, like, because no one got it for, like, ever, that people would think it was fixed. Now it feels fixed the other way. What are the odds 3 weeks in a row that someone would hit a 1 and 7 on the first try?
Unacceptable.
We went at one point, like, weeks, where we went through the whole cycle and no one got it, and then we ended up having to do it anyway.
Yep.
Congratulations, LeVar. You are now... See, and I don't ever know if it can show up. Let's get it in there. There you go. You are now part of a streak, number 3. We will do this in about 30 minutes.
Sounds
We're going to go about an hour tonight. That is the plan.
Not 4 hours.
Not 4 hours.
Dude, my back hurt after that, sitting in these chairs. These chairs are not meant to be sat in for more than, like, 2 hours.
We were sitting in steel folding chairs, basically, like you see on wrestling.
We need to get some, like, big, like, red luxuriant chairs.
That's a 9. Yeah. No, maybe. It may have shown. No, it's a 6, damn it. It's a 6. We don't have 9s.
It's 1 through 7.
Ash K. Shah, I do not always ignore you, any more than anyone else. The modern day Maharaja. See, I can say Maharaja.
Maharaja?
Yeah, I can read. Actually, I just knew what he was saying. All right, let's do the review, and then we'll get to this tuna thing, because it's going to take me a while. Brandon, yes, we see you. Is that supposed to be insulting?
I don't know.
I don't think it's supposed to be insulting. I guess if we were racist, calling us the N-word.
Can't fool me, Brandon.
It's hard to upset white guys with racist comments. I had a guy once, and he was being earnest, and it was from his heart, and it was the best shot that he had at me. He was an older gentleman. He called me a cracker.
Oh.
You damn cracker!
What's the other one?
What was really sad about it was he meant it with, like, the full force of what that was supposed to, like, do to me. And I laughed because kind of like all my life, I've always wanted to be called a cracker. That's something you dream about. Whoever gets called a cracker, who in real life has ever been called that? And then he got really frustrated. And then that was his best racial insult, so he got mad and just gave up.
Then there's, what are other racial slurs for white people? Honky?
Honky. Again, ooh.
Isn't, I feel like I'm walking on eggshells here, but is it Peckerwood one?
Peckerwood, maybe.
Okay.
I don't know. Again, there you go. Dirty effing honkies. And then, you know, like white people, because they're stupid, if you call them the N-word, they're like, cool.
Isn't snow chip a racial slur for white people too?
I don't know, but if it's not, we should make it one.
We should. I swear I've heard that from, who's that guy, the Minnesota boy, who was like, you know what I'm talking about? Leafy did a video on him a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
He's really anti-white.
We're going obscure now.
We are.
That was a Minnesota boy. He's not the guy that made a bunch of those videos and went and killed a bunch of people, is he?
No, he's the Dear White People guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's the guy who had beef with that guy who reacted to videos. Blasphemous HD, I think.
He used the word beef. Anyone that was here for my beef rant.
He had beef, bro.
He had beef.
That's right.
So he brought him some steaks?
No, he brought him a fist in the face.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, then. Here we go. Fudge Stripes. I don't really have a lot to say about this. They're limited edition. They're cheesecake flavored, and they cost $2.69. Here's a review for you folks. What do you think?
Yeah, let's dig in.
Have you guys tried any of these? They're actually not bad. The lemon one with the, what do you call them? The Minions on it?
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
good.
Those were pretty good.
Here we go. Ow, hit a cavity. Thoughts on VidCon? We're going to have some VidCon talk in just a minute, LeVar. Let us chew on these strawberry cheesecake cookies. Keebler. You know what sucks about these? Is if you dip them in milk, they're so well coated they don't get soft.
Oh.
It's like it's got a protective shield from milk around it. Here we go. I'm not Peter J. I'll tell you more about why in a moment.
Paul Ladd is requesting a close-up.
A close-up of my cavity or a close-up of the
I think
cookie?
of these.
Go to it. Don't kick the camera. No, yeah. Oh.
Yeah, see? Close-up.
What a bum. He takes the whole tray in. That's why I do the close-ups here. What's up, Paul Ladd? Good to see you in the comments. What grade do you give the Fudge Stripes strawberry cheesecake cookie from Keebler?
An 85. Pretty good.
It's a pretty damn good cookie, right?
Better than the mini ones. Way better.
The Minion ones?
Yeah.
Sound like you said mini. I don't know. I like the Minion ones better. I'm going to go with 85. They do taste like cheesecake, but they have this weird burn when you're done with them.
I love it.
You love the burn, the cookie burn? Let's talk about VidCon.
Let's talk about it.
Does anybody out there care about VidCon anymore? You know, this seemed to be the deadest year for VidCon until all the douches showed up and then got videotaped getting beaten and drug around by security and getting into beefs outside. None of these people were food reviewers, though, that I'm aware of. What do you guys think? Did anybody care about VidCon out there this year? Anybody at all? Bree does not care about VidCon. Freaky Fanatic? Nope. Kenny? Nope. Brian Hard just randomly says, Adam the Woo. Joe says, you lost me at Vid. No, no, no. Figure Nugget. Figure Nugget? Figure Nago. There's your shout out.
I see. I see what's going on with that username.
Okay, yeah. Me too, but I'm going to pronounce it as said.
Easy there.
There's not a lot that we want to talk about VidCon, other than people always ask us if we're going to go. We're never going to go to VidCon. There's just nothing there for us. The money that we could spend on VidCon, we used to go to WrestleMania, or she goes on vacation in tropical storms. I just can't see going somewhere and being surrounded by it. If you guys saw any video of these douchey bastards, the I'm Famous guy, have you guys seen this video yet? What's his name? Afterburns is his...
Man, I don't even know.
27,000 followers on Instagram. The dude just straight up went off on the security guard.
Lost his head. Telling
him that he was famous and he was rich and that the security guard didn't have no money and he dressed horrible. He's like, look, what are you dressed as? Look at what you're dressed. And why didn't the security guard just go, a security guard.
Yeah.
That guy had a lot of restraint.
Someone should just punch that guy.
Christian Burns, the
Christian
Instagram 20K followers guy. Yeah.
The guy who he was harassing actually has more followers now than Christian Burns.
More followers on Twitter than Christian Burns. I'm famous and I'm rich, bro.
I heard that he's only rich because his parents are rich, not him.
I did, Brian R. And that's in the data bank. His parents are rich. That's why he was saying that?
That's what I heard. That's where probably the majority of his wealth comes from.
I'm going to tell you, his wealth didn't come from having 27,000 Instagram followers.
Definitely not.
Because I'll tell you what, 50,000 subscribers on YouTube will buy you a nice soda pop at Sonic.
Sure will.
So I don't really think he's getting over with the 27,000 Instagram followers. Breaking news. Stop that, Jay. If that was true, Jay...
The Department of Defense would have told us, first of all.
We're going to tell you guys something. Let's just kind of talk about it. It's in the middle of a stream. We're not going to promote it.
Okay.
Me and him had something, and I've shared this with a couple people, and it's really weird. And maybe Jay saw that. If you go back and watch last week's live stream, and don't do it. It's 4 hours long. Somewhere in the middle of the live stream, something came up from the Department of Defense. And we laughed it off, and I said, I'm blocking the Department of Defense. And I did. I was very clear in the video. I read about half of it. It was about a drone being shot down. Well, I forgot all about it. We went on with our life. The next day was Monday. Nothing. Tuesday night, I sent you this.
You did.
Tuesday night, the news that we read on that live stream from the Department of Defense broke on Tuesday. No one in the world knew about it on Monday, and it came out on Tuesday. That's a little freaking weird, and it kind of tripped me out a little bit. It was some JFK shit, like when the newspaper in Iceland was saying he was shot before he was shot. But yeah, there, you heard it first. We blocked the Department of Defense, and apparently it was the Department of Defense.
Apparently.
They're still blocked. I don't need that drama in my life.
Yeah, don't need that drama.
DOD, bitches. Do you think Trump will last all 4 years? Who knows? First of all, he's pretty old, and he's got a lot of stress. And now I'm not wishing that on him. I'm just saying.
And he's not even a year in. And
yeah.
He's dealing with all this kind of controversy with James Comey, and so maybe not.
Who knows?
But that keeps up the way
that's
he is.
Not a political statement. That's just a truthful statement. If you took anybody that age and put them in that position, who knows how long they would last. Kim Jong decided to never compromise on nuclear weapons officially. What have we turned into? CNN? Did I not get the memo? Is that why the DOD sent us that information last week? We're two guys eating cookies and blending up tuna, folks.
Yeah, folks.
Gooks.
Oh, easy there.
He misspelled it.
He did?
G-U-K-E-S. Should we block him? I don't think so. It's not worth it. Again, it's a racial epithet, so it's not worth blocking. Last week, we also talked about World War II and shit, and then find a stash of Nazi stuff in Argentina. That is true, and that is, thank you, LeVar, that's something that kind of pissed me off this week, too, that I just don't understand.
What?
Now, if Raya's out there, Raya's like the encyclopedia. He'll be looking this stuff up as we speak. Thanks, Rye, and here I was up talking you. Did I send you the article that, like, the biggest stash of Nazi paraphernalia maybe ever was found in Argentina this week in a secret room?
No.
These people showed up to this dude's house, went downstairs, found a door that didn't exist, went in, and there's all this Nazi stuff. They just took it. They took this guy's Nazi stuff. He's not a practicing Nazi. He was a World War II collector. And yeah, I know I said Nazi. I'll have to edit it out later.
Oh.
They took all his stuff.
Do you think we'd get dinged for saying Peckerwood?
No.
No.
So, what do you guys think? If this guy bought all this stuff fairly and he's not espousing the views of it, does anyone have the right to just come take it away from him?
Well, why'd they take it away from him? Because it was...
Well, see, and that's why I'm leaning on Rye. Maybe in Argentina it's illegal just to have it. Because, like, in Germany, you can't have that stuff.
Really?
Can't have it at all. But if that's not the case, I don't understand. And I saw a lot of people going, well, you should destroy it. No one should have it. My feeling's just the opposite. If someone has all that stuff, it should be kept. Because if you destroy it, 100 years from now, people will go, well, World War II never happened.
Oh, good point.
You keep things like that so you can show it and say, this is what could happen. I don't understand why people would ever want to destroy that stuff. Or take it from people. But, you know, Phil Collins, you're next, buddy. You better have your doors locked.
Whatever that means, Phil Collins.
Phil Collins is a huge World War II collector.
Oh.
Huge. But he lives, I don't know, he lives on some island in the middle of nowhere. And he's bitter. He's very bitter that people don't like his music. And he has a huge World War II collection. In Argentina, it isn't allowed, I think, because a lot of Nazis went to... That would be the only thing I could see, LeVar, is if it's against the law there, then that's probably why he had it in a hidden room. Although, even if it's legal in the U.S., if you're not some kind of white supremacist weirdo, you probably don't want that stuff displayed out anyway.
Definitely not.
Because what's his name from Motorhead was a big collector? Lemmy.
Lemmy?
Lemmy was all about World War II. He had all kinds of paraphernalia in his house. Getting the blender out early. What do you guys want to see us mix with the tuna and milk and ice? Comments below, please. Chow Pong. Huge Erection was a wrestler in WCW in 2000. He was a member of the Misfits in Action.
Shout out to Huge Erection.
So, don't diss Huge Erection. And that made it to TV.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, wrestling. It's German pride, though. Drake says ham. I just love reading comments after we have it. Oh, for this. You know, I do have ham, Drake. A cookie. Chocolate syrup. Put the cookies in there.
That might make it better.
Couldn't hurt it. Okay, so I have people saying cookies, cookies, cookies. Give me like 10 seconds of yes or no on the cookies. Just yes or no. If the cookies are yes, it's a yes. If the cookies are no, it's no. Zima. Devin, probably in the next live stream, there will be some Zima up in here.
What's Zima?
Zima is only one of the greatest drinks ever made. It's they just brought it back. It was big when I was a kid. It's like Sprite on steroids. It's alcoholic. Although it tastes like a mix of that and that crap you throw in water that...
Alka-Seltzer?
Alka-Seltzer. It tastes like a mix of Sprite and Alka-Seltzer.
That doesn't sound good.
After you pound 2 or 3 of them, you really only get the Sprite flavor. Throw in a Hardee's jalapeno cheeseburger. That would kill us. Devin just drank a couple. They're effing awesome. Drink a couple more, and they'll be even more awesome. Then you hit kind of that wall where the next day they were not so awesome. Oreos. Zima equals nasty.
Butter.
Don't have butter. We don't keep butter in this house, Paul Ladd, because we eat healthy.
Yeah.
Okay, so the cookies are going in. We got cookies, we got tuna, we got milk, we got ice for the smoothie. I'll let you guys come up with like 2 more ingredients, and then we'll get to making this thing slowly but surely. Oreo should release a Zima edition. If they thought they could get away with it, they would. Salt. Okay, A Deadly Gamer, there's your shout out. You guys, you know, this part of the reason we made it 4 hours last week was the supreme job that you, the viewer, did. This week, we're getting a lot of news about other parts of the world.
We are.
And it's just not anything, you know, that feels good to talk about. It's just not anything. I would like to make a correction, though. I did say that Ken Domick wasn't going to be at VidCon, not VidCon. He was there, damn it. He was there. Rosemary Wasabi. Hello, Albert. I didn't know I was his dad. How about salt and pepper? We could do that. Ken Domick loves the BBC. And by that...
Like the BBC network?
Yes. I'm sure he does. I'm sure he spends hours a day on the BBC.
Can't get enough of it. He just consumes BBC all day.
Constantly. He is a big fan of the British broadcasting, whatever that is. See, Dame's not on the BBC. Has Dame hit 1 million yet? No, Peter. Dame has had 2-3 TV shows. Hangs out with Rachel Ray. Is the bona fide biggest food reviewer, if you ask him, in the world. And he's still stuck at 700,000. That's why he and I never hope to even get to 100,000. He can't even see his. No, he probably can't. Dame lives in the same country as I do.
Whoa.
Us too? Who doesn't love a daily dose of BBC? You know, they also have BBC too, so, you know, I guess for DP. Was that crossing the line?
I don't know.
Did you see the makeup from CraveCon at VidCon? Ken and Dame did some BBC. Are you guys close to 1 million? No.
No, we're getting there.
Yeah.
We're getting there.
We're getting there. One subscriber at a time. Try Fire Pepsi. Just go into the search box of Mr. Happy Fire Pepsi, and it's in there. Why are you avoiding? What are we avoiding, Carolina Reaper Dad? We are avoiding BBC.
We are. Don't want none of that.
Who's the hottest female food reviewer?
Didn't know there was.
Who's a female food reviewer? You guys always think we're kidding when we say we don't pay attention to food reviewers. Is there a hot one? Don't send us, like, a link to a mukbang lady that weighs 400 pounds either.
Paul Ladd.
Big black... What? No, Jesse. BBC, we're talking about British broadcasting.
Yeah.
Come on, Jesse. Get your mind out of the gutter.
That's just obscene.
Nerds and mayo. I don't have nerds, sir. I did see that several times. I'm sorry I did ignore it.
We do have some, what's that? Fire Pepsi.
We do have Fire Pepsi, but that kind of... The Fire Pepsi...
It would, yeah.
It would kill everything. I mean, if you guys want us to put Fire Pepsi in this, he mentioned that because the last time we put Fire Pepsi in something, that's all I tasted.
What about cheese?
You should make merchandise. We talked about making merchandise in the last video where we're going to get a iron-on of his head.
We joked about it.
And say it's going to say Q Fever, catch it. And then we can get little...
That's terrible.
It is terrible. Why? What else would we make? My favorite thing is food reviewers with like 5,000 subscribers that have merchandise in a store.
Gotta hustle, man. You gotta hustle.
I guess. You did not miss the Tuna Smoothie. We always stall that to the last minute, man. We got about 10 minutes and we're going to do it. Have you guys ever reviewed Do SA? We've done 2 videos on Do SA. I would rather spend a day with Joey, but I prefer the Report of the Week guy.
Yeah.
I would. And I would like every awkward moment of me and Joey hanging out filmed.
That'd be awesome.
Every moment. Are you guys drinking? No, I'm just drinking water tonight, as you can tell. I'm a little low-key. This guy, figuring a go. You like my French pronunciation?
Yes. Nice.
He's a little salty. Is Q excited to be done with school? He's almost ready to go back. Not ready, but it's almost time. You've been out, what, a month?
Yeah, a great month.
Boy, we got people just flaming each other.
We do.
As long as they're not flaming us, I'll allow it.
And yeah, I am excited to almost be done with it.
He's, well, literally almost done. This is your last year. You're going into being a senior, right?
True.
How many classes you taking this year?
7. It's the required amount. I can't, like, go short on any.
That sucks, bro.
I could take, like, a few less and get, like, a work release.
Sounds like you're in prison.
It does sound like I'm in prison. But I'm taking a bunch of, you know, like, foods, driver's ed. Okay. I'm taking, like, 3 food classes in PE and, like, some, I don't know, like, marketing class or something like that.
See, dude, in my day, 9th and 10th grade, I loaded up. See, you can't do that anymore. I think it takes more to graduate. You need more credits. I loaded up. And then by, like, 11th grade, I only had to take, like, 5 classes. And then, like, my senior year, I had 3 classes. I was done by 11 o'clock. And didn't have to have no work release or nothing. I could just go drink beer. Don't drink beer if you're underage. It's bad for you. Q review Carolina Reaper nerds. Is that such a thing? I don't think it is. Okay, by vote, I'm going to leave it to you guys. Do you guys, give me a yes or no vote. Do you want me to block Figure and Go? Yes or no? Go. While we're waiting on that, what do you plan on doing after high school?
No idea.
Okay, just a moment, folks. This will only be painful for a moment. That's the most. We should hire a troll just to come in and insult people, and then then we could be the hero and block them.
That's right.
Even as we speak, Mr. Figure, I am sure, is hard at work making another account. Better get it in, Figure. That's with an F, folks. I'm gonna miss him. He was, he was a unique soul.
He was a unique.
And there he is.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Figure.
Could have put him in timeout for a while.
Could have put him in timeout.
Gave him a chance to straighten up.
Nah,
No.
he wanted attention. He got it. He got it from everybody. Everybody wanted him gone, so he's now gone. Like Hunger Games, we'll put a picture of him up and blast fireworks in the air.
It's awesome.
We haven't blocked anyone in forever.
We haven't. Rest in pepperonis, figure.
There you go, buddy. I don't think we've blocked anyone since week 2. We gave everybody free reign first week. I said we weren't blocking anybody.
True.
We blocked 2 people the second week, so he's only the 3rd person to ever be blocked.
Just him, the Department of Defense, and a few other people?
Oh, yes, that's true. The 4th, behind the Department of Defense to be blocked. Like, Ian K., he does it all suave. Like, people will just start saying stuff,
yeah,
and then he'll go like this. And then just keep talking, and they'll be gone. He never acknowledges it.
That's awesome.
I don't know, man. From now on to get blocked, it's basically going to have to be you push your luck so hard that we notice it, and then the people in the room will vote on whether you're blocked or not. That's going to be the new blocking procedure. We're not just going to block you. We're going to put it up for a vote. And it will stay that way until I change my mind.
Ryan Rogers, if I go to college, it's probably going to be in the state, because I know if you go like from out of state, it costs more.
You got to move. My advice to him has been this when going to college. You can either move, unless you're going to live on the dorms, you can either move out and go somewhere and set up a place to live for about 6 months to a year, or you can go to college. But to do everything at once is almost overwhelming. To move out and then go to college, you lose your damn mind.
Well, if I do go to college, I'm definitely not going right after high school. I'm taking like a good year,
Makes sense. I wish I would have. I really screwed up my first semester. I was just a train wreck. It was a drunken train wreck and wasted a lot of opportunity and had to spend like 3 years digging myself out of that first semester hole.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Great fun.
Financial aid. I don't know how we're going to get him in there. You guys won't believe this. I got a free ride because of this right here. He doesn't believe it either. What do you want to major in?
I don't know. Sociology.
Man, we talked about that. We had a lengthy conversation last week. If you were going into college now, what do you major in that you can take out into the world and use to make money?
Computer engineering. My friend Aaron, he's doing this thing where you take college classes in high school. You get a certificate. You can earn and get like a job that pays like $12 an hour.
That's what you have to do.
But I don't care about computers.
Computer science. See, I went in for business management, and it was so boring, I went to education. Yeah. It's hard. Unless you want to be a teacher, and I'm not crapping on teachers, but man, that's a lot of work to make very little money and no appreciation. To make real money.
You got to deal with like kids.
What me and him were talking about now is we live in a world where you make money by trading nothing.
Oh, yeah.
And then I gave him the example of Mark Cuban that literally made $5 billion from nothing. You can make money with a real good idea, and that's all you need. But, you've got to figure out a way to get an education that can help you do that if you get an education.
You could do some pyramid schemes online.
Yeah, and you can end up in prison.
Federal prison.
Damn it, Freaky Fanatic. My ACT was just incredible. I was a C student, and back in the early 90s, if your ACT was high enough, they didn't care about your grade point average. I had a good enough ACT to get a full ride. So, and my not a good friend, a guy I went to school with that studied his ass off that was a AAAA+ student, was right down the dorm from me, and he was sickened and disgusted every time he saw me because he worked hard for 4 years. And I did really well on one ACT test.
Yeah, I don't think a 27 will get you a full ride now.
It was a 27. Like now, you couldn't get that. I got everything on a 27.
You can get like a $2,000-$3,000 scholarship. I'm pretty sure.
Can you name all the NBA players you know? No, I can name
Michael Jordan.
Well, I can name like my 3 favorite. Spud Webb.
Spud Webb. That's an awesome.
Spud Webb was a badass. Who doesn't like Spud Webb? Manute Bol. Spud Webb was this tall, and Manute Bol was like this giant Ethiopian dude.
Who was the sports player? His name was his name Dick Butkus.
Dick Butkus? Yeah, but he plays football.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I would love, and he was literally the toughest football player that ever lived. Because if your name was Dick Butkus, you would have to be. Any firearms? I'm not going to answer that. you never know who's watching, and yeah, let's just say
We got the Draco.
I'm against having firearms in reach of small children or anyone under the age of 17 that's well trained with a firearm for any reason. Any reason at all. Like, there was a kid here just the other day, just reached and got a gun, shot itself, 2 years old. No excuse.
That's pretty dark, man.
You're
bringing me down.
Sorry, man. It happens. So I'm not I'm not a big gun control person, but I am a gun responsibility person.
Is it tuna time?
It's tuna time. We've gone dark.
Yeah.
Last week we kept getting into a darker and darker. We went 4 hours of just absolute darkness. All right, we got cookies.
We got cookies. Didn't work.
The new cookie fleshlight, available only through Mr. Happy.
Fleshlight? What's that?
You've read enough or heard enough podcasts. You know what a fleshlight is. Have you done something extreme?
No.
I ate some extreme Doritos once. All right, 3 cookies. You're going to have to entertain the folks.
My favorite part.
Megan spoke to the people like they were in her heart when I got up. And
She did?
Yeah, she carried this. You, when I walk away, I hear silence.
It's just going to be silence. Well, I don't know what to talk about.
I'm going to depend on you guys to give him something to talk about.
Give me something to talk about.
I'm going to go get things.
My buddy's grandma is a nympho. Right on.
How old is she?
Yeah, that's a good question. Still silence.
Come on, man.
Talk about Adventure Time. What's to talk about? I've seen it a couple times. I think I've watched the first season, and it's all right.
All right, the tuna's drained. You're doing great, buddy.
Thanks.
Keep up the good work. Keep talking.
Talk about Jake Paul's music video. Music videos. I've only seen one of them, and that's all I need to see. He just won't stop with the music. And the thing that sickens me the most is people watch it. They get a lot of views. It gets a lot of views. Like that Everyday Bro, that abortion of a music video. 40 million views. A million dislikes, though. That's good. That's good.
Keep talking.
Waiting on others. No, I do not have a fidget spinner.
Do you want a fidget spinner?
No. I've used one before. It gets boring really quick. There's not much to it.
Do you guys want to see Q do a live stream with a fidget spinner for 24 hours?
I don't want to see that. The Freaky Fanatic? What's to talk about? No offense. That sounds kind of harsh.
People often say, let Q talk. During the videos, why don't you ever let Q talk? Your wish is coming true. Now I'm going to finish up. This is why Q doesn't talk.
Not a very talkative person.
Okay, I think I've got everything.
Fidget spinners are lame, but a lot of people buy them. They're everywhere at Walmart. The fidget spinner train seems like it's not slowing down. Sadly.
I'm sorry, I'm just a little disgusted by what I'm doing here, so. I did drain it. I don't want to get it on the table, so I'm trying to be neat.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's a big chunk.
And what I always hate with tuna is there's always that random piece that has, like, darkness on it.
Oh, yeah.
That, like, could be God knows what, a bug, skin, cancer.
It's probably just some part of the tuna fish.
Yeah, maybe, maybe it's tuna scrotum.
Yeah,
tuna scrotum?
maybe, hopefully.
Got some on the table. A cat's staring at us.
You should throw her a chunk of tuna fish. You do. You put a lot of tuna fish in there.
Well, that's kind of the point, right? That's what we're here to see. Two men slowly destroy themselves with tuna and milk. Oh, shit!
Here, you want me to hold this?
Goddamn, 2-man operation.
Who knew?
Who knew? All right, now it's a smoothie. Table ice.
Table ice.
Wherever LeVar Balls is at, I hope he's happy. Here we go. Now it's a smoothie. Let's see if we can get the See, down here it's dry. There we go. It's filling up the compartments.
Ugh, that's a sight.
There we go. You know this is going to be pretty thick. We may need some straws. I'll let you go get the straws out of the drawer. I saved you guys the conversation. Damn it, Andrew. Whoever, my brother who started the thing on my shirt has now, it haunts me every video. Don't have any Hershey syrup, Kevin. I'll Ralph for you. Here we go, friends. You know what?
What?
I'm not being a D-bag on purpose. We need cups.
I'll go. I thought you had cups over there.
No, I had the cup that I poured ice out of. But get us a couple of those nice football glasses that we enjoy so much when we do this. Huh?
Where are those at? I looked for them last time. You said they're right there, but they weren't right there.
Come here. Oh, right on this corner, around this corner. There we go. If presented with this, and somebody said to you guys, will you drink this? What amount of money would you ask for? $1, $5, $10? What would be the amount that you guys would want to do this? I'm just curious, since we're doing it for free.
I'd do it for $10.
Hey, you're doing it for free. Oh, man, that's gross.
Oh,
That's super gross. All right, here we go. We apologize for the noise. Stop what we're doing. It's Ken Domick. He needs money. He needs money to get back from VidCon so he can go to France afterwards.
we should host a charity live stream for him.
Yeah, poor Ken. Oh, that's nice and smooth, buddy. Oh.
That smells terrible.
Oh, it's good. We've been waiting on you, Ken. Everybody here wants to give you money because we know you're so broke. Hey, fake Ken Domick, how much would it take on a live stream for you to drink this? How many millions of dollars would people have to give you to buy new equipment?
Delightful.
You. Oh. Oh my. Hold that up. That is a nice tuna color right there. That is like a pink, and you can see white crap floating around. I assume pieces of cookie.
This will be awesome. Hold on, I'm gonna get something to, wash this down with.
Oh, I thought you were gonna get a bag.
No.
We're not gonna block you, LeVar. I love you too, fake Ken Domick. You're one of my favorite people in the world. Literally, he is. I live to go to other live streams praying that fake Ken Domick pops up and waiting for people to get insulted. How come you asked for our suggestions and you didn't do any of them? I didn't have any of the things that you asked for, Emily. People were asking for things like nerds that were on fire and stuff. I'm sorry if tuna and cookies and milk don't live up to it, but there's always next week, Emily.
Ready.
Do you think the WWE show... I don't, Peter. Like, at this point, someone would have to pay me to see Raw. I would like to see SmackDown. Okay, let's try it with a straw and see if we can do it.
All right.
Here's the thing. I want people to know that we're drinking this. It's at the second...
Oh, nice.
Little ridge right there. So, that way we're not just, like, fake strawing it or something. You ready? With the straw and then without.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh. Please don't
That
puke.
guy's eating the tuna. Yeah.
Please don't puke.
Oh, there you go.
It tastes like you think it would.
Oh, I wish we would have put other things in that.
Like just like tuna. It's like liquid tuna. Can't taste
Except,
the cookie.
like,
There's a little sweetness. There's a hint of
Except
sweetness.
burnt. It's got like a burnt. What set me off there was like a chunk of tuna got caught in the straw, and so I had to suck extra hard. And then like a flood of chunky crap hit the back of my throat with that tuna flavor. All right, let's go ahead and take a drink. the straw out. You never know with these things what's going to be horrible and what's not. I didn't expect this to be that horrible. The strawberry and tuna is... Oh, the smell.
It smells great.
All right, we can do this.
It's really hard to swallow this with you gagging. And if you look at it, it's thick and chunky.
I tap.
You done?
I drank it down one notch. Just one. Oh. I saw that go down. You win. You win today. Oh. Reduced me to tears.
It gets better the more you drink it.
You're not doing it to me, man. I can't do it today. I can't do it. It's chunky. It's thick.
Well, that's enough of that. All right.
All right, hold yours up. You decimated me, man. You did way more than me. You got yours down. You started up in here. A winner.
Just gonna get that off. No, I don't want to spill that on the carpet.
Just set right there.
That'd be awesome.
That was as bad for different reasons as Chester Rushing's challenge.
Yeah.
That was the problem with that one right there was texture. That's where the issue came in. So we made it our 53 minutes. That was horrible.
The burps taste like fish.
We appreciate you guys hanging in with us. It was a short one. This time of year, all I'll say is you never know. We may be back later, or we may be back in the middle of the night tomorrow, or we just see you next week.
Or we may die in a tornado.
It could happen. Anything you guys want to ask before we go? I'm the Great Cornholio. I need money for my bunghole. And it is literally the Great Cornholio.
It is.
Nice.
From
nice
Lake
name.
Titicaca.
Oh. They sell escargot at Walmart. Should have thrown that in. Is it fresh, Jesse? Escargot is its own challenge. We don't need to mix that with tuna. Is Dame Drops your homeboy? Yes, you know it. Does Q have a girlfriend? Haha.
Several.
I was waiting.
Several hundred.
He's famous.
Oh, yeah.
He's rich and famous.
50,000 followers.
50,000. Have you watched Master of None? Yes, Master of None is literally one of my favorite shows on Netflix. It is awesome, and I can't get anyone else to watch it. Say something to me. Okay, Cheryl, what would you like me to say? I'll say, how's Colorado? What's your favorite Rick and Morty episode, Q?
Good question. Either the Meeseeks one or the one with the jelly bean.
Fair enough. I like the one with the jelly bean. I've seen Fozzy Devin, and they are a legit band once you get over the fact that it's Chris Jericho singing.
Sorry, or the one with the TV, like the bottle episode where they sit in the living room and watch
okay.
Yeah.
Greg, you look like Private Pile from Full Metal Jacket. I've gotten that. I've gotten Freddie Mercury. I've got Jim Carrey. And I've gotten Keemstar, depending on the angle in the day. So,
Jim Carrey? What?
Yeah. Never anyone handsome. When a girl says talk dirty to me, reply with Joey's World Tour car. Not your best work, LeVar.
I'll keep it in my back pocket.
Thank you, Cheryl. Do you watch The Flash? You're damn right I watched The Flash. I have not watched the last 2 episodes of this season. I just finished Legends of Tomorrow last night.
Apparently you also look like the singer from 3 Doors Down.
Oh, that's even worse.
Yeah, you're not a fan of 3 Doors Down?
3 Doors Down's all right. They have 2 things I hold against them. A, the song Kryptonite blows donkey balls. And
Whoa.
B, they once canceled on me because it was sprinkling.
Sissies.
Yep. Do you watch Daredevil? I do, Drake. I enjoy Daredevil a lot. Once again, I try to recruit people to that show. They don't watch it. 3 Doors Down equals hot garbage? Can't argue. You really look like 3 Doors Down. I'll have to pull up a picture of that guy.
You will.
Jesse does love 3 Doors Down, so at least nobody said the lead singer of Nickelback.
Oh.
I would have to hang myself.
Dude, he's ugly looking. He looks like that guy off the Ice Age, the little guy with the buck teeth. You know what I'm talking? I don't know
the squirrel
the name
that gets a nut or whatever?
Not the squirrel, but like the main character who's like dopey.
When's the last time you watched Ice Age?
A long time ago.
Okay. Rip Prodigy. Smash Mouth. Oh, God.
Hey, now.
Hey, now. We have the same body shape. Sid the Sloth.
Sid, yeah, he looks like Sid the Sloth. Looks like the lead singer of Nickelback, yeah.
Do you love Super Furl? Yes. And Girl, too. I enjoy that show. All of the DC shows on CW, I do watch. And I'm waiting for a certain someone to say, well, then how come you're not watching Better Call Saul? It'll happen. All right, we've answered some questions. I love Super Earl. I love My Name is Earl.
Right
That was a good one. I think we're done here.
I think we are.
I legit almost puked twice.
Hey, you gonna finish yours?
No. Would you go see that movie? Comes out July 7th, Samuel Jackson. Well, I don't know what it is, but you got me halfway sold with Samuel Jackson. This is the first live stream I've actually got to catch. Wow, Devin. Well, I'm glad you made it.
Stay vigilant, Drake.
Thanks for the stream. You're welcome, Peter J. Peter J, sometime, somehow, some way, we will talk to you, and at least twice a year I go your way. We'll figure it out. They are making another Saw movie. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
I think it's just going to be called Jigsaw. How old were you when I took you to see the one where it starts with his autopsy?
Oh.
You were little.
I was little.
That was probably not my best parenting move.
No, I love that movie.
He could take it. It's just an autopsy.
Shout out to Hugh G Erection.
There you go, Huge. No, it's Huge Erection. There you go. You got to get it all together. There's Rye. He's telling you. Correct. I think Jigsaw is a better name for it, but, you know, without Tobin Bell, how do you have a Saw franchise? He's the old dude that made the traps. I just, you know, they always have the tendency to want to make everyone younger. I can't see, like, some teenage dude in his room making traps for people.
I wonder if that inspired any, like, copycat crimes.
That's too much work. Ron Howard directing the Han Solo movie. I don't know. I'm not even enthused about the Han Solo movie. I don't want to see someone else playing Han Solo. I think I tweeted you on Twitter. That's usually how it works, Peter. Why are we still here? This is how we ended up doing 4 hours a while back. We've made it 1 hour. Let's just finish it.
Let's just call it quits.
Call it quits. They didn't focus enough on Dr. Gordon being revealed to be alive in the last one. That's Rye's always on point. Keep it going. I'll tell you what, we may come back later. I understand that there are those of you out there that have jobs and have to sleep, but, you know, we got a big mess to clean up, and we will probably be back sometime later tonight or maybe even surprise you guys tomorrow. Just to kind of talk, though. No more drinking of gross liquids.
God, no.
Might bring Megan on next week just for a few minutes and let her tell you all about her tropical storm vacation. You and I don't ever do anything. She went and She went to
New Orleans. She
was in New Orleans for a total of 9 minutes or 90 minutes. A little bit of crime took place, and they decided to leave. So there was that. So yeah, we may bring her on next week for a minute. Her life's more interesting than ours. Go hit the button. Let's do it. Let's end this thing.
Stay vigilant. I just hit yep.
Yep. Bye, guys.